Okay, welcome to another Lunar flight video. I thought this game was worth at least one more shot. So we are back. We're here again, just kind of on some landing pad. I guess when the game kind of initializes itself, you're at some base, and the base is inside of a crater on the moon. And I don't know that you can really do any kind of like free exploration, like get up out of the crater and explore the moon or get into orbit around the moon. I highly doubt it. It seems to me that I tried that 2 years ago when I first took a look at this program, and you basically hit like an invisible wall when you get up outside of the crater, I think. Maybe that's changed, or maybe I'm not remembering it correctly, but I'm not sure. At any rate, let's select another mission and just see what we can do. I've gone into the settings here. If you go to options, controls, and I've remapped the controls as well as I could so that they would be so that they would behave more like the way Orbiter works. The only thing different is that you're not going to switch between translation and rotation. So that means that the yaw control is with translation and rotation, the only two keys that overlap are the 1 and the 3. When you're in translation mode, the 1 key is lateral movement, or the 1 and 3 keys are lateral movement, but when you're in rotation mode, it's yaw movement. But so I couldn't do that here. So what I did instead was I set the 1 and 3 for yaw, because I think that'll be more useful. And then I have my arrow keys, which are right next to the numeric keypad. I have the left and right arrow keys for lateral translation, but I don't think I'll need to necessarily use those as much. Otherwise, everything is going to be the same. I'm just going to have to remember that I don't have to switch between translation and rotation. Okay, so I'll go ahead and close that out. And back. And continue. And again, let's pick a new mission here. So this mission is mission number 5, Lost Cargo, east, and where we have to go is east of Alpha. And what we have to do, though, it doesn't really say what you have to do. I mean, Lost Cargo, I guess you just have to pick it up. So I guess we'll accept that mission. Locate Lost Cargo. Just locate it, that's it? I mean, or do we have to like pick it up? Okay, I don't know. Anyway, it's east of Alpha, so here in the nav we need to go. Actually, do we need to pick the Alpha base, or do we actually get a specific target? Okay, I guess we just have to pick Alpha base as the target, and we know that it's just east of Alpha. Okay, so now we have that information here. Okay, so as before, I'll tap Control. I'm just thinking here for a second. How do I tell? I want to know when I press Control, how do I tell it to have a power? How do I tell it to not start off with the power up here? Actually, this is interesting too. It's barely noticeable. I just saw it myself. There's a hyphen and H, and I'm guessing that's the hover point for this vessel. So that's good to know. So now I'm going to press the plus key on the numeric keypad since I remapped it. And okay, we're going to have to tap Control first. Yeah, and it's got the power set at that number, so now I'm going to use the minus key on the numeric keypad. This is much more comfortable for me. And we're going to go right down to that hover point. And obviously this is going to have to change as we lose fuel. As we lose fuel, the hover amount's going to go down, or as we use fuel. Anyway, no time to tarry. Let's press 6 on the numeric keypad, which is not what I wanted to do. You know what? I forgot 6 and 9, or 6 overlaps with... I'm going to have to change that as well. So I forgot that 6 is roll. Yeah, I definitely need to switch between translation and rotation. So 6 is our forward movement, but I also put it in as roll, so that's not going to work. I think what I can do, though, for now is just get rid of the roll. So left, right, roll, we'll just get rid of that for now. Close that out. Back. Continue. Although now that I say that, I'm kind of in an odd state of roll that I don't know how to get out of now. No, not... Actually, I have no idea how to get out of this roll. We're just going to crash and start over. Because I set the translation for the arrow key. I don't know how to get out of this roll. I don't know what the default keys are on the... Because Q and E are for yaw. And I have no idea what the roll keys were on the left side of the keyboard. Alright, let's just crash and get it over with. Minor mishap there in the keyboard mapping. And crash. Alright, reset. Start over. Okay. Get into this view, save replay. I wish, and I gotta find if there's a menu option to turn that off as well. Asking me if I want to save the replay every time. But what I'm saying on this part is, like, right now, when I press Control, it's going to automatically set the hover. It's going to automatically set the power to, like, 40. And I don't see where you can control that. It just remembers it from your last state. Yeah, I don't see it. Okay, transport 4,000 cargo. Okay, accept. Apparently when you hit the select nav, it basically picks the right navigation for you, when that makes sense. Okay, now we have 4,000 cargo. I now see that here, which I didn't notice before. Okay, so let's do this again. Press Control. Now plus on the numeric keypad until we get up to the hover point. And we now know where that hover point's at because it's right there. Maybe you guys noticed it before I did. So we should be more than hovering, and we're not, so more power. So that does not appear to be exactly correct. More power. Okay, and now let's yaw, which... Yeah, I did set this so that we could yaw using the numeric keypad, just like we would in Orbiter. Yep, 3 and 1 on the numeric keypad works just like it would in Orbiter now. And I just want to maintain the same keys that I use in Orbiter so that I don't have to change my thinking back and forth all the time. Okay, reducing the power down to the hover point, hopefully, and translating forward. Now 6 is our forward movement. $385 meters to go. Okay, I can see the vertical speeds dropped below 0 and the velocity vector at the front there. And this is pretty convenient. You just basically put the velocity vector at your target. A little bit of lateral movement. I'm using the arrow keys for that, which is a little unfamiliar to me, but taking out a little bit of power. So I believe once we get over to the pad, if we get there in have the fuel and don't crash, then we will also need to orient the vessel properly, because there are like 4 landing points on the landing pad. Wait a minute. Eliminate vertical speed, or horizontal speed, because we... and yaw. What's our distance? See, now this is actually a little confusing to me. Are we going... is the target here, or is the target there? And I really do... oh my gosh, we're gonna crash. There's a hillside right in front of me. Maybe we'll get over it. Looks like we're gonna get over it. Velocity vectors above the horizon. Take away some power so we don't waste fuel. We should clear it. But once again, we're not going the right way. Might hit that rock below me. Well, no, I guess I'm up high enough. Putting in some lateral movement to... okay, I guess you have to get them pointed in the same direction, which would make sense. Okay, I think that platform's where I'm going. Okay. A little bit of lateral movement. That's actually the wrong way, though. Okay. Forward movement. Oh, no, not enough fuel. Okay, well, this game is not super simple. Alright, let's see, though, if we can at least touch down on the ground. I think, though, the ground is lava. Anywhere you touch down that's not on the landing pad, you die. But let's see here. You can see in that view, we're only at... okay, well, no, I'm wrong. You can touch outside of the landing pad. You just take all kinds of damage if you do it wrong. Okay. Let's try it again. So, no, don't save the replay, and let me go into the menu options and just quickly see if I can find out. No, I don't see any way to turn that off. I'll look for it later. Continue. Let's pick another mission. Let's see. It says we have 4,000 probably kg of cargo. So let me just see what happens if I pick another mission. I'm not sure if I'm still using the same mission as before or not. Transport 2,000 cargo, accept. Okay, it changes the cargo. Then select nav. Alright, 392 meters to go, or to distance to cover. Let's get on it. Control. We're up. Yaw toward the location that we want to go to. See, again, the two arrows are... one's here and one's there. So where's the base? So I'm going to go toward the other arrow this time just to see what happens. It's probably the wrong way. Take out some power. I don't think I'm going the right way because the distance is counting down so slowly. It's confusing to me. There's two arrows when they point in different directions. All right, let me eliminate the velocity. Probably gonna run out of fuel again. Okay. I will yaw over toward the other arrow. And try going forward this way. Put in a little more power because we're descending. Yeah, now the distance to the base is counting down much faster, so you definitely want to go toward that arrow. I have no clue what that one is. What is this? Oh, pitch, yaw, roll. Okay. So we have some yaw. That's good to see. Okay. So I can know how to zero that out. Again, if you noticed that before I did, congratulations. Put in a little more power so that we don't crash into the ground in front of us. Still have 170 meters to go to the base? Question mark. Don't want to climb if I don't have to, so let's get rid of the extra velocity there. Okay, let's eliminate the forward movement. Should probably be more efficient to put in side translation. $68 meters. Okay, I think I see where I've got to go now. This view's a little confusing. Take out some power. Yaw the vessel around so that the landing pad's directly in front of our vantage point. And then I can use that yaw over here to see when I'm zeroed out. $28 meters. Adding in some power. Okay, we need to stop our forward movement, but we have in, okay, more power. Okay, I missed. Missed the landing pad. Let me take out, let's take out all this power. Actually, I think I can just hit control. What am I doing? Okay. Now I'm stopped. Okay, learning a little bit more with each attempt. Let's try again. Still got time. We're only 20 minutes on the video. So let's reset. No, never. Please give me a checkbox that says never ask me this again. All right, mission number one. Let's find one. And delivering or picking up cargo seems pretty good. Oh, here we go. Yeah, lost cargo. Nah. Let's pick a mission that is... Let's see if number one is like a... Like, in theory, this should be the easiest because it's the cheapest. So let's try that survey mission again. That's the one I did in the first video. So accept, and then hit select nav, and that puts it onto our navigation automatically. So we're going 146 meters, and apparently we just have to hover at that location. I think we can probably do that now. We've got enough experience with this game. Okay, so it's going to be to our right, so we could either lift up and just translate over that way, which is definitely the most fuel efficient thing to do, rather than yawing and then going forward. Maybe. Alright, so control to turn on this thing, which I guess you can also just click it. And then we need to get enough hover power. There we go. And I'm going to go ahead and yaw, going to go ahead and yaw first. Watching that yaw position, which is very helpful. This one over here to know when I need to zero it out, that's very useful. Okay, yaw 0. Now let's go forward, translate forward. Let's get rid of some power. Just get down to that hover point. Okay, we're moving forward at 2 meters a second, and we only have 124 meters to go, so we don't want to put in too much forward translation. Let's take out some power so we can start descending a bit. Altitude 35 meters. Take out some more power. Okay, we're almost there. We're only 70 meters out. Let's go ahead and start eliminating our forward velocity. Okay, we're now down to 1 meter per second. We're still ascending though. Let me switch to another view here, because it's hard for me to tell in some of these views how close or far I am. Okay, now we're descending, so let's kind of get back to the hover point, closer to it. We're still getting closer, but zero out some more velocity because we are right over top of it. Okay, the velocity is almost zero. So okay, so I'm really close. I just pressed the slash key to try to turn on to rotation. Okay, so it looks like we just need to go forward by another 26 meters maybe. And I'm climbing again. Climbing way too much. Okay, now I lost track of where the object was at. And this means nothing to me. Is this like the velocity vector? Does it mean I'm going toward it? I mean, the distance is coming down. Actually, watch that vertical speed. It's taking me a little bit of time here to get just used to the way the vertical speed port thing works, the hover. And actually, instead of plus and minus, what I should do is use a 0 and period, since that would be more like orbiter's hover. And then actually that would free up 6 and 9. Okay, well that didn't work again. Still got time, maybe. Still got a little bit of fuel left. Forward translation. Not gonna happen. Gonna crash again. Well, actually, instead of a crash, I will settle the vessel down. Try to settle it down gently. What's our altitude? Never mind. I don't quite understand that crash because I was only moving it like 1 meter per second. Does it give you an Insta replay or anything? Save replay? No, I don't want to save it. I want to see it. If I say yes, can I see it? Yeah, here we go. Cargo? No, it was survey. Ah, here we are. So, well, I don't want to watch the whole thing, though. I just want to see the last few seconds. Can I do that? Time warp. Time scale of 10. So I guess it'll be a very... trying to figure out how to change camera views from the replay. I thought you could do that, or I'm wondering if you can do that. Because for the replay's sake, it would be more interesting to see from the external camera. Alright, well, I'll figure that out another time. Alright, well, I'm up to 30 minutes on this video as well. So again, if you're interested in lunar flight, leave a comment down below. Let me know what you think. And perhaps I'll do some more videos on this. Otherwise, I will see you in the next video.